Are you trying to decide on a sweet treat for a holiday get-together coming up? If so, I have the perfect recipe for you. It is quick, easy, and very affordable. I'm going to call this recipe Tanya's Peanut Butter Chews. This delicious treat is a cornflake peanut butter candy that is a little chewy, but it will also melt in your mouth at the same time. This recipe only requires 4 ingredients. It takes about 15 minutes to prepare and to make, and it makes about 24 servings depending on your size that you may choose. First, let's discuss the ingredients we're going to use. We're going to use cornflakes. I've chose the Kroger brand of cornflakes. You can choose whatever brand you would like. I just chose these because they're a little more affordable, and make sure that there is no fruit inside, or that they're not like the Frosted Flakes or anything. Make sure they're just regular cornflakes. The next ingredient is light corn syrup. I chose the Kroger brand again, but you can choose whatever brand you'd like, but make sure that it's the light corn syrup and not the regular. Next, we're going to use some creamy peanut butter. I chose the Kroger brand. You can choose whatever brand you would like. Just make sure, well, you can even choose the texture and the brand, but I chose creamy. I think it works better. And the next ingredient is sugar. You can use whatever brand you'd like, but just make sure it's granulated sugar. Now that we've talked about the ingredients, some other cooking utensils that we're going to use is a sauce pot. A medium sauce pot is fine. A large mixing bowl, make sure that it's large because we're going to need that to be able to mix up the ingredients well. Some measuring cups, several of those, and some wax paper. We'll have a couple of spatulas and some spoons here as well. Alright, now that we have talked about the ingredients and we have gathered our cooking utensils, let's get started. First, we're going to measure out the corn syrup. We're going to need about 1 cup of corn syrup. I'm just going to pour this corn syrup over into the measuring cup until it hits the 1 cup mark. Need to be pretty accurate on that as well. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put my saucepan back on the eye and turn it on to about medium to medium-high heat. I'm going to go ahead and empty this corn syrup into the saucepan. I'm going to scrape around the edges to get all of the corn syrup out of there. Okay. Next, we need to measure out 1 cup of sugar. Just going to pour this sugar over into the 1 cup measuring cup. Make sure that you get it level to the top and as close to the 1 cup as you can. And pour it into the corn syrup. Let's mix that and get everything incorporated together well. Make sure there's no lumps and all of the corn syrup mixes into the sugar well. While that is starting to boil, we need to get it to about a light boil or simmer. While that is doing that, we'll measure out the peanut butter. We need about 1 cup of peanut butter. I'm just going to spoon the peanut butter into this measuring cup. I'm going to actually press down to make sure that we get the whole entire cup filled. Okay, that's about close enough. Set that aside. I'm going to check on this mixture, make sure it hasn't started boiling yet. It hasn't, so we'll go ahead and get our cornflakes ready. Get out your large bowl here and a measuring cup. This one is 4 cups, so we're going to pour 4 cups and then we'll pour another cup after. Get it close as you can. Those are a little harder to measure just because they're uneven pieces. I'm getting 1 more cup here. Alright, there's our 5 cups of cornflakes. Alright, we're going to check on this mixture again and see if it's came to a boil. Not quite yet. While that's doing that, I'll go ahead and get the wax paper laid out for when that is done and we've incorporated everything. We can put those onto this wax paper. Just a big enough sheet to however you think they're going to take. It's probably going to take more than the 1 sheet, but just for now that'll be fine. Okay, let's check the mixture and see if it's boiling, and it is. So we're going to cut it off, take it off the heat, and we're going to add in our peanut butter to this mixture. Kind of hard to get it out of the measuring cup, but try to get off as much of the peanut butter you can out of the measuring cup and into the corn syrup and sugar. Now this comes the hard part, trying to get this peanut butter to mix in well with the corn syrup and the sugar. Just keep stirring and that heat will help melt the peanut butter. Almost mixed. Alright, now that that is mixed well, we'll get back out the cornflakes. And we're going to pour this mixture over the cornflakes, and we need to quickly incorporate the cornflakes into this peanut butter, syrup, and sugar mixture so that it doesn't harden. Now with just a spoon, I'm going to incorporate this mixture of peanut butter over onto the cornflakes, making sure that all are coated evenly and well. Almost there. Okay, now that we have incorporated the peanut butter mixture over onto the cornflakes, we will now spoon this out onto the wax paper to dry or to cool. You can make the sizes however you'd like, not too fat, not too thick or too thin. Just however, what size that you would like for them to be. Make sure that they stay together. They kind of are sticky, so hard to get to spoon off on there correctly, but Just however, as big you want them or small, it doesn't matter. I think I'm going to even take another spoon here and get these off easier with. And kind of help mold them too into the shape that we want them. Okay, that's just a few for now, but everything, you got to let these cool. I mean, it cool, 20 to 30 minutes, and they won't get firm, but they'll kind of be a little bit solid so you can pick them up and eat them. I hope that you have enjoyed this recipe. I think you'll find it very affordable, very easy to make, very simple. Thank you for listening.